Hello, guys. Welcome to a podcast I call As Your Big Sister with your host, me, Asia, my queen. How are you doing? How are you doing? It is episode 145. Yes, girl. Episode 145. I'm just knocking them out. I know I did not have an episode last week, but I'm doing my best, y'all. Today's Thursday. We're in the month of July, which, tink tink, it's my birthday month. And I get really depressed around my birthday. Like the month of July, I start feeling really, really weird. Oh my God. Like I'm ticky boom boom right now. Yeah, a little depressed, a little sad, a little upset. And it's growing pains. So I know there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but I just want you guys to know that the tunnel's dark. Yeah, it's super dark and lonely. I get so lonely. I need somebody to hold me. So right now, I'm a little upset. I'm a little sad. The energy is negative. Okay, very negative, but I'm doing my best. And that's all I can ask for myself, is to do my absolute best. But I do give myself some room to do my worst. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, you know what? Today's the day you can do your absolute worst. And I still think that you are deserving of love, even at your worst. But I can tell you right now, I am doing my best. And right now, my best is to be depressed. Hey, like I said, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. How are you guys doing? Good. I am skating on thin ice. The month of July is a lot. It's been a lot for me for some years now. Just the older I get, the more aware I am. And I am trying to still keep my brain open, trusting, pure, right? Like I saw the light just come out of my eyes. I remember the day that my eyes turned dull, where I just started seeing the world for what it is, of all the things, good and bad. And it hurt. It hurt my feelings. And not just from the actions of other people, from the actions of myself too. Like times that I've moved ugly, I'm like, oh, like this is a part of the human experience. But that feeling just really took a toll on me. And I think I'm still going through it, where I'm trying to find the good in things and also being aware of the ugly, because you just have to, to protect yourself. You can't just walk around willy-nilly, but like I'm trying not to be super jaded. I'm finding myself to be. The other day, my girlfriend was talking about something and she brought up a lie. I'm confident by saying it was a lie. She brought up a lie that someone told her, and she just brought it up like it was the truth. And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, why aren't we acknowledging the fact that this person lied? And she was just like, why would this person lie about this? And I'm like, that's just what people do. And people, try to manipulate you here, make you think this because of this. And she was like, I don't understand why this person would lie to me. So I never thought of it being a lie. And I saw how at peace she was with just believing what the person said. and how frustrated I was at the fact that it was a lie. Like, the lie didn't end lives, it didn't do anything crazy. It was just a lie. And I was just so frustrated at it. And I was like, I'm wondering if I would feel better if I lived in a lie, if that makes sense, or if I just took things for what people say that they are and moved on. You know what I mean? I was just so invested in the fact that this was a lie. And I'm like, is this a part of me being jaded? Is this a part of me going through certain things and having my heart broken in certain areas where I'm like now upset at certain things that I don't need to be upset by? And I'm just trying to figure out like how I can understand and be aware. So I know this is a lie. I know what you said was a lie, but I'm not bothered by this. Because my girlfriend even said, she was like, okay, if the person lied, like, I mean, that's on you. That's something stupid to lie about. And I was like, oh my God, I could have just felt that way. I could have just felt like, okay, you lied. I understand that it's a lie, but okay, I guess. But I was just like, this is injustice that you would lie. And so I'm trying to, again, be aware, but also brush it under the rug because not everything needs to be such a big deal. So yeah. That's where I've been lately. And it's so interesting because I have not been able to vocalize this feeling until now. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be here and to, wow, have the gift of articulating my feelings. I came back from Belize a couple days ago. It was awesome. Guys, it's such a beautiful island. The people there, the food, oh, it was amazing. It was my partner's cousin's 50th birthday. She has a group of people that she travels to different countries with, including my partner and I. It was a group of 34 people. You were able to get 34 people to commit to a trip. That's incredible. But anyways, a group of 34 people, and no one I knew. No one my partner knew either. But it was so interesting to meet new people in a different country. So my first time in a different country, I'm meeting 30 something people. And it definitely brought me out of my comfort zone. I am not the most personable person. Not saying I don't want to be. I'm a little awkward, you know? And yeah, once I get past that, once I see that you're comfortable and things like that, I can, you know, get with it. But at first I'm always apologetic, always stuttering, you know, just saying something awkward. It's a mess. Jesus. My anxiety gets the best of me. But we're going to talk a little bit about that for the As Your Big Sister segment because, y'all, I got something to say. Okay. So on the podcast Instagram, at As Your Big Sister, by the way, on the podcast Instagram, I asked you guys to ask me some questions for this episode. There's some questions that weren't appropriate. We got some perverts on the podcast Instagram too. I just don't get it. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot get away from the nasties. However, I got 2 questions that I really want to read and just talk about a little bit. Is that okay? Okay. So the first question is, how do you deal with loneliness and manifesting community in real life? Okay. How I deal with loneliness. It's interesting that you asked that because I have been wanting to hang out with people a lot more lately. Like, I've been wanting company a lot more lately. I love being by myself. It's so fun. It's so fab. But for the past, I would say month and a half, I've just been wanting to hang out, and just chill with different people. So, how I've gotten out of, I wouldn't say I was lonely, but I was alone. So I can speak to that. How I got out of that is just asking people to hang out, like seeing cool people on Instagram and seeing that they're in my city and asking them to hang out. Like literally, I've DM'd people on some, hey, you seem cool. What are you doing on Thursday? Like I've dead ass went straight from the DMs to a coffee shop, to a restaurant, to a bar. It's, not a problem for me, because if the person doesn't want to hang out, they'll just say no or not DM me back. It's whatever. But you have to be okay with rejection as well, because some people, like I said, some people don't want to hang out. Some people don't want to get to know you, and you have to be okay with that. But what did Gucci Mane say? The bus is coming and then it goes. Or okay, hold on. The bus leaves and another bus comes. So whatever that saying is, that's what I mean. Like, okay, the bus is gone, but there's another one that's coming. So yeah, just ask somebody to hang out. If they don't respond, then whatever. But you have to put yourself out there. And that's another thing. Look more. I hate when people tell Black women this. Okay, but I'm a Black woman, so you know where this is coming from. But like, look more approachable, like when you're out, look like you want to talk to other people. We all know the difference between somebody who wants to talk to somebody and somebody who just wants to be on their own. There's a certain body language you have when you want to speak to somebody. And so just open yourself up, open shoulders back, chest up, make eye contact with people, compliment people, ask people about certain things. Hey, what's good on the menu? Or hey, what's good here? Just come off like somebody who wants to talk to other people, because nobody can read your mind. Nobody knows that you want to explore and get to know different people. So you have to say something, or at least look it. What has worked so much for me when getting to know people is to compliment somebody. Oh, I like your shoes. Oh, your hair is so cute. Where did you get it done at? Oh my God, I love your nails. Where did you get them done at? Works every time. So yeah. So when you asked about manifesting community in real life, I would say the same thing. Like, talk to people, ask people questions when you're out in public. People love talking about themselves. It makes everybody feel good. So just be like, hey girl, where'd you get your shoes? I love your this. I love your that. Like, don't be afraid to speak up. You got this, girl. You got it. Like, it's crazy because I have always been somebody that just wants to stay inside. Like, I'd rather be in my house, even when it comes to hanging out with friends, I would rather you come to my house or me go to your house. I don't want to be out like that. Lately that just hasn't been the thing for me. I think I've been wanting to hang out with a lot more people because it's summertime. Like, summertime will have you going to your homegirl's house on a random Wednesday at midnight and coming home at 4 a.m. Did I do that the other day? Yes. Like, it was so fucking random. I'm doing yoga. Okay, let's start there. I'm doing yoga at midnight, and my homegirl texts me talking about hey girl, you want to come over? And I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. Let me finish this pose real fast and I'll be right over there. And didn't leave until 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, what the fuck? And literally we were just smoking, drinking wine, and laughing on her couch. Like, that's the type of nights that I love. And that's what summer's all about. Late nights with your homegirls, laughing, drinking, smoking, doing what girls do. I love being a girl. I love girl things. I love being around girls. I love girls being with girls. I just love girls, you know? It's just so fun. Okay. So the next question is, how would you handle a ex-best friend stalking your podcast to keep up with you and texting you on unknown numbers? How would I handle this? Honestly, just let her eat you out. Just let her eat you out, and life will be more peaceful for you. Because it sounds like that's what she wants to do. No? Because why the fuck are you stalking my podcast? That is so weird. And texting me from unknown numbers, like I've never had a friend care about our friendship that much. You must be an awesome friend. Seriously. I've never went through a friendship breakup and someone cared that bad to stalk my podcast and text me from unknown numbers. Ain't nobody wanted me that bad. Ain't nobody wanted me that bad. So what I would do is, have you ever tried canned oysters? I would eat 2 canned oysters a day for about a week. Okay. 2 canned oysters a day for about a week. Hit her up, be like, hey girl, I want to be friends again, da 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 da. And come over to my house. She comes over your house, you're in lingerie, let her eat you out, and bam, she'll never talk to you again. Vagina stank as a motherfucker. Oh God. Am I saying that happened to me? No. But I do believe that might work. Depends on how bad you want this girl. How bad do you want her to leave you alone? So then do what I said. Seriously, do what I said. Eat them damn oysters and let her eat your oyster. She finna be like, bruh, I don't want to hear a podcast episode. I ain't finna. She gonna block you. Oh, but in all seriousness, you should probably call the police. You should probably call 911 because that is terrifying. Yeah. It sounds like Seeing a White Female to me. Have you guys ever seen that movie? It's like this about this like one there's tons of different versions of that movie, but it's like this girl who meets a friend and like kind of wants to be her. It almost feels gay, but like it's not, like the fascination feels gay because I'm gay, so I understand like what I've seen women look at me like that, but like it's like a fascination of I want to be in your skin. I want to like be you. It's a very sick movie. Very, very sick. And like I said, there's multiple versions of this movie. I think there's one with like Ali Mashaka. Um, it's called like The Roommate or something like that. It's really creepy. Don't recommend having friends like that. So if you have a friend that gets the same haircut as you right after, you get a bob, she gets the exact same bob. You start wearing DCs, she starts wearing DCs. You start wearing red lipstick, she starts wearing red lipstick. If you start seeing those kind of habits, obvious habits, not just the ones of like, oh my God, they got the same shirt as me. If you start seeing like habits like that, run, because you might die. She might shoot you or choke you, smother you with a pillow. So, yeah, that's what it sounds like homegirl is trying to do to you, girl. And I don't like that. So, yeah, please call the police, 911. in the name of Jesus. So we're going to move on to the As Your Big Sister segment, where I just tell you guys some advice from a big sister's perspective. So maybe some advice that I wish I would have received from a big sister. It would have been awesome for me to have had a big sister. Oh, I would have been a way better bitch. Oh my God. As your big sister, I want you to give Black women more room to be themselves, especially when they're not extroverts. Yeah, I think we are so used to Black people in general, all types of Black people. We're used to Black people being loud and boisterous and extroverted. When we see a Black person who just wants to shut the fuck up and not be the center of attention, we look at them as rude, mean, a bitch if she's a woman. And sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes that is the case. But a lot of times it isn't. And I want us to give Black people space to be introverts. Some of us don't want to talk. And when I say some of us, I'm not talking about me. So but I don't want to say some of them because I am Black. You know what I'm saying? So blah, blah, blah. I'm an extrovert, right? And sometimes when I see Black people, I think that we're supposed to be like, hey, sister, what's up, my brother? Right? Like, I don't know what accent that is. But like, sometimes I feel like we got to do all this to each other. And I still think that. However, not all Black people are loud and out there. And yeah, some Black people just want to be in the cut. So we shouldn't rush to judge and assume that this person is a bitch or this person is rude, this person is mean. Because when you see a little white girl sitting in the corner, not talking to anybody, you look at, oh, she's just shy. But the Black person, we gonna take it personal. I had a moment like that when I was in Belize. I had a moment with somebody that I rushed to assume that she was a bitch. I was like, ooh, what is wrong with her? Maybe I look like her man's ex. Maybe I look like a girl that her man might like. Like, I was assuming those things. Because you know how the girls get. The girls don't play about their niggas. So I automatically assume that. I'm like, okay, do I look like somebody that your man likes or your man once was with or something like that? Why are you treating me like that? Why are you so dismissive of me? Then I thought, why did she have to be so turned up in the way that I was? And I don't want to gaslight myself. Like, yeah, she was a little weird. Okay. How do you sit so close to somebody? Like the fact, like we were nearly touching and not say one word. Like, it was like, this is so awkward. It was the most awkward ride in the world. We were together for like a minute too. Just shoulder to shoulder. Not one word. I'd say something and she wouldn't even give me eye contact. I was like, okay. But as the days went on and I continued to think, I was like, I don't want to automatically assume that this person was being mean to me or going out of their way to make me feel any type of way. Maybe they're just not a talkative person. And you automatically assume that this person was going to be like, period, hey sis, and all this because this person's Black. Give this woman some grace, some room to just be herself. This is who she is. I don't automatically have to assume that she's going to be something else. She don't got to be anything other than who she is. It makes me think about the conversation a lot of people have been having when they talk about Black women, Black people having social anxiety and what that looks like and how people perceive them as bitches or mean people when, ma'am, I'm struggling. I'm not even thinking about you right now. I can't breathe. You know? So I really started thinking about that. I'm like, I want to give her some room. And even if all of that was personal, even if she was thinking, fuck this bitch, da, 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 this thick old chocolate, beautiful bitch, like, fuck her. Even if she was thinking all those things, that's none of my business. But I want to give her some room like I would anybody else. Just because, like I said, just because she's black doesn't mean that she needs to be extroverted. She needs to be open to me. Sometimes we make black people, we require so much out of each other and we forget that we're humans too. We're humans first. We're humans with so many different feelings and all these things before we're even black people. So it's like, allow this person to be human. I know we judge right when we see them. Oh, my sister, like, allow this person to be a human being first. That's all I got today. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching me. I really, really appreciate you. Don't forget to tell everybody that I'm beautiful, kind, smart, and sexy. I'm Asia, my queen. This is As Your Big Sister, episode 145. 145. Bye-bye.